That's interesting. Okay, we in there now.
And they're like swimwear.
I know that was crazy. All of a sudden, like it didn't want us to go live. Hey y'all, we in here. We in here live. Hold on a second.
Okay, there we go.
Let me make sure I'm on my platform. We here, baby. 2026. Hold on. Yep. All right. Let me get us on IG. Yep. We in there. We in there. Y'all, we are here. Welcome to 2026. It has been a journey already. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on, y'all. All right. Y'all hop on, drop some comments in the chat. Let us know y'all are here. All right. Welcome back to K.R.E. Pinky Roots Evolve.
Evolve.
Yo, the evolving phase. I
I
feel like
know,
I'm in
like for
there.
real. The
This ain't
epitome.
been no joke. This has been
The
serious.
epitome. Oh my gosh.
So, how long has it been since we've been up here?
I don't know.
Life has been lifing.
For real.
For real, for
For
real.
real.
Good things though. It's been a lot of good things going on.
Great things.
Yes, yes.
Challenging.
Amazing things. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
challenging, but most definitely worth the work put in.
yep, yep. With the
So,
great things, people forget, that involves work. You know what I mean? That
most
involves
definitely.
focus,
Yeah.
dedication. It involves a lot when you start
Yeah.
walking into greatness. So
For real. And you got
yeah.
to be true though. You got to be true. I was talking to my therapist about it too. And when I say what I mean when I say you got to be true, like the words that you put out there,
Mm,
they can come to life, you
mm-hmm.
know. And so I talked with my therapist on Sunday, and we were just talking about some of the things. I've been with her probably about 4 years now, and we were just talking about the plans that I had from the very first time that she and I spoke up until this point, and the life that I had for myself. Just the happiness and like where I wanted to be within me.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately all the other titles they don't matter
Mm-mm.
if I'm not at my best self. And so just walking this journey, also giving credit to my girlfriend here, Donzi, and just watching her be obedient and just watching just everything just unfold in the greatest fashion ever. And so at some point, like, I was like, you know what? It's working for her. I know it'll work just that much for me. That's all I need. You know what I mean? Like my girl is living the
Yeah.
life. You know what I'm saying? she's
Y'all, I
living.
get
She's
so
living the life.
excited.
So
I
let me
love
just
that.
try this much and see how it works.
I love
And
that.
I can't go back. I can't go back.
I
I
love
can't go
it.
back. Like my peace is not to be effed with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like them boundaries, they like my best friends now.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, like
Absolutely.
I have to stop overdoing it. I know, like when my body is telling me no, my body is telling me no, my mind is telling me no. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like
Yep.
I'm making time for me. I don't know, but yeah, like she's just watched, everything that I said I wanted, a new house, peace within my home,
Yes.
like peace within myself, the relationship with my son, relationship with my husband to just,
Mm,
magnify in the best space,
mm.
in the best way. And so we living a life like it's gold, ain't it what Jill said?
That should have been the daggone background music. That one. That one.
Me
Yo.
too.
Oh
They
my
want me to put
God.
it on.
Yo, bro, put it on. I will mute this background crap here.
I'll put
Oh
it
my
right
gosh,
now.
congratulations, Tila. I am like my heart is like genuinely happy for you because to get to that space
Yeah.
where you have peace in your home, where you're true to yourself from within, and you're okay with your journey and you're ready for the journey and you're embracing the journey in every way possible. That's beautiful and that's life, and so many people don't get to experience that. So girl, I love you. I'm so freaking proud of you. This is awesome to freaking watch because
Thank
you know we've
you.
been together with this from the beginning to now. You
I
know, and
know.
yo,
I
that just
know.
blesses my heart. Like when my life can just be a testimony, and if my life can just empower somebody to at least give it a shot,
Yes.
yo, and it
Of
worked.
course. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud
And
of you.
I think the biggest challenge for me though is just speaking up. That's the
Mm,
biggest challenge for me because ultimately my goal, just because of who I am, they always give us, one of these challenges at work, and they say, tell us something interesting about yourself. And like for me, or like a fun fact, like, a lot of people aren't people person. I love people because when you love the right people, love doesn't hurt,
right.
you know?
Mm,
And so, but when you have people that are
mm,
in that other space, they can take your kindness, you being genuine, they can take that as an insult. They can take it
mm,
offensively. And so that's my goal, is to never offend anyone, right?
mm.
And so sometimes speaking up, all I'm just speaking that what you're saying is either making me uncomfortable, it's going against my personal integrity. You understand? Like,
Mhm, mhm.
and people take that the wrong way,
Yep.
and so luckily I have people that know how I rock. They be like, no, that's not Tila.
Right.
That's not the
Right.
Tila we know. You
No,
understand?
exactly.
It's like they know what
Exactly.
I stand for, right? Right. So, um, but yeah, that's my biggest challenge is just speaking up.
I
Yeah.
think speaking of challenges, I think my biggest challenge is like focusing on because to me everything's important right now, you
Ooh,
know? So to me everything is
is in
urgent
your
right
top
now.
drawer.
Yeah. And so my hardest thing is like focusing on what is the most important thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think that's hard for me too. And then me, like, I try to welcome too many people in to my loving space.
Mm-hmm. That's not
And
deserving.
yeah, and that's hard because I get hurt. And Solomon is teaching me, and I'm teaching myself to just let it go, let them go. And don't try to you can't force people to love you back. Just because you
Yeah.
love a lot, you can't
Yeah.
force people to love you back. And so that's hard for me because I'm a very loving person and I just want to just love and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody is like that. And people don't really know how to receive me. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'm kind of looked at like you're weird as hell. Like, ugh, like what's wrong with you? And I'm like, no,
Because you
this
love
is just me.
people.
But it can
Yeah.
come off too strong sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you know me, Tila. I'm like, let's go.
Mhm.
And some people are like, ooh, wait a minute. Whoa, I just met you. What is this? Who are you?
Right.
Okay, let me So I don't know, but I'm learning. I'm navigating through that. I'm
Yeah.
navigating through that. So let's talk about I swear I can't believe it's about to be May, first of all. Next week is gonna be May. And I'm like,
Can you hear music?
no, not really. Probably because
Uh,
I'm talking so loud. Um, I can't believe next week is gonna be May. And I'm
mhm.
like, what the heck is going on? Everything is just flying by so fast. Um, there it is. Now I heard look, pause.
Okay.
Um, I just
Uh-oh.
feel like everything's flying by so fast. Is there anything in that happened in 2025 that you would be like, okay, I want to talk about that. I want to make sure I want to share my journey about that one thing and kind of enlighten people and bless people in that aspect. Like one particular thing that really stuck out that really happened. That you're like,
Okay, say
ooh.
that one more time because I was having technical difficulties over here.
No, 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 you're fine. So it's talking about kind of like reflecting on 2025. Was there something in general that happened in 2025 that really hit you and you were like, you know what? I would love to share that with the people, to kind of bless them in some kind of way. Some type of experience that you went through
Oh
personally.
my gosh, yes. It's so crazy because I shared a post about this the other day. And I don't share posts for likes and loves. I just share what's on my heart.
Mhm.
But some reel came up, and then I commented on it, and there was one person as of right now that loved it. And essentially, what I got from that reel is showing up for me.
Mm.
And so I struggled with that for a long time, even into motherhood, even into marriage, into motherhood, like just into Teelahood. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I struggle with that. Like, I think because I love people so much, but then like in my upbringing, they call it like middle child syndrome. I feel like that's a that's an issue too, is that we're often overlooked, but
Mm.
we end up being, we survive, and then we end up being the most responsible, like the most successful and all this stuff. And so ultimately, that's become my headline with my immediate family, with my mom and my dad and stuff like that. But anyways, um, people didn't show up for me, you know. And so 20, like probably like 2021 or 2, I was really struggling with it. 23, um I struggled, but then I knew like I really had to make a change. And in 24, I was making the changes, but I was still uncomfortable with the
Mhm.
changes I was making, because it was just like it was making other people uneasy. And
Mhm.
because I love people, I don't want to offend anybody. And so
Yeah.
that's just like I'm in that people pleasing space. And so in 2025, I really just decided, like, my peace is my peace. You know what I'm saying? Life is so short, um lost one of my very good friends, tragically. Let another friend and our relationship just diminished. And ultimately for me, it was just kind of like I set the tone for the one friendship. Like I was just like, I can't keep doing this,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it hurt so much for me to stand on business and say, you know what, I'm done,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Everything that we have poured into this relationship, um, I thought it would have taken us further, but it ended. And I even started regretting it. Like, you know what? I could deal with this. It's not that bad. But I was compromising my peace to appease
Yep.
a thing
Mhm.
that wasn't feeding me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
And so I was so proud of myself for standing on it. Like
Yeah.
so proud. I said once I got past that initial grief of what
Mhm.
was, right? And
Mhm.
thinking like, man, now since I've removed myself from that space, look at all these other doors that just
Yep.
opened. Look
Yep.
at all these other friendships that are just like taking off. And
Mhm.
we're doing so many different things. And I'm not in competition with making my husband happy or making you happy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so yeah, like, and then it was just kind of like, so that, and then when other challenges started coming, because I achieved or I mastered that one, it was just like, oh, this is a cakewalk
Hey. Yep.
to
Yep.
do it. Like, one of my aunties would come to my house and decided she's not gonna take her shoes off. We're in our house, this is our rule. So I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I gotta have this conversation with her. Well, the very next time she came, she took her shoes off. I didn't
Mhm.
even have to have the conversation, but I was
Mhm.
gonna have it, even though I was uncomfortable.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I was
Yep.
ready to have it. And so um that's me just showing up for myself in my internal peace, and then just making time to do the things I want to do,
Yeah. Yeah.
instead of just always being, wife on the go or mom on the go.
Oh
I'm
my God.
on the go.
Yep. Yep. And it feels so good. Like I can definitely, ooh, I can attest to that because it burns you out. It burns you completely out as a human. I don't even care what titles you have, but if you're
Mhm.
constantly on the go doing this, doing that, it burns you out. And I've gotten to a point now where I will just pick and choose. And I know Solomon, like, he be looking at me like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I'm not going today." They won't go today. I'm not going. I'm taking a break. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Because I need that. I
Yeah,
need that. And that constantly pouring in, pouring in, pouring into these kids. They're gonna be okay, but
yeah,
I need my rest. you know.
Yeah, because I
So,
want them to see, like, you know what, mommy said she was tired, and mommy, it was okay to be tired. Mommy
yes.
decided to just stay home and rest, or mommy decided to stay home and we watched a movie,
Yep.
or like right now we deep into baseball, and I'm the
Mhm.
team mom. Girl, the last game they had, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not coming.
Right.
To be there, but
Right.
I won't be there.
I
You
won't
know
be
what I'm
there.
saying? Right, right, right. And the
Send me
game
some
they about to
pictures.
have Saturday, the game they about to have Saturday, guess who else not gonna be there? Me.
Hmm.
Husband to be there, but I'm not going. I'm going to yoga. I missed out on yoga so many weeks, and it's something that I want to do, so I'm not going.
Hmm.
And I'm okay. Ain't nobody gonna make me feel bad about it. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Guilt guilt is a really, really toxic thing that people
Mm-hmm.
embrace so quickly, and we gotta learn how to not even allow guilt to have any residence. Like, don't let
Right.
it occupy any space in your mind, because once that guilt starts to creep in, it's
Yeah.
hard to get it out, and it's like a snowball effect. Then
Right.
other things start happening in your mind. But
Right.
guilt, that thing is really toxic. Guilt
Now I
is really
did say
toxic.
this though. I said I was afraid to speak it up. I'm not afraid of defending myself though.
Right. Oh,
Now
oh,
you
we
say
know
something,
that.
right? You
Oh,
say
we are.
something to try and make me feel guilty. I'm gonna ask you, and do you feel better? Because I feel great.
Right, right. Oh, here's Solomon. By the way, the girls got soccer practice tonight. See, Solomon, see, this is what I'm saying. See, I chose me. My husband put me on blast. You know the
Right.
kids at soccer practice. Yes, and I chose me. No, I'm just playing.
No, right.
Speaking of
It's okay.
Solomon, yo, okay, so our 2025 interesting things. So as you all know,
Ours or yours.
me and Solomon, I'm gonna say our. This is both of ours. We move and groove a lot, and we did something really huge in 2025, and it's so funny because it was something we said we wouldn't do, but we ended up doing it. And I will say, and I think Solomon can attest to this, the thing Solomon feared, I ain't gonna say feared most, but one of the fears in the back of his mind actually manifested,
Uh-oh.
and it was challenging. It was pretty heavy, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
so proud of us because we didn't let go, we didn't stress, we didn't, like, panic and be like, "Ah, abort," you know? We stayed in the boat.
Yeah.
We fastened our seatbelt, and we allowed our faith to carry us through,
Yeah.
and we got through that thing,
Yeah.
and we're on the other side, and it's beautiful.
Nice. Nice.
It's beautiful, but it was very, very uncomfortable. I'm talking about, for me, from a spiritual standpoint, it was heavy. It was so
Mm-hmm.
heavy because I felt like my faith was being challenged with all
Yeah.
the things that was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was really heavy, but we got through it, but I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
yeah, very proud of
That's
it.
good. I think a lot of times when we had challenges, Steven's been in the boat by himself. I had to get in the boat. So we're
But
like,
remember, listen, sometimes it's good to get out the boat. Like, full transparency, Solomon don't have his own challenges, and I will not get in the boat with him.
mm-hmm.
Like, and same with me. I've noticed too, like, we've learned not to always jump in the boat with each other. Like, give the encouragement and the love that we need for each
Yeah.
other outside the boat. Don't get
Mhm.
in there with them because it's too heavy. It's too much going on in their brains and in my brain. And it's just too much. But you could be
Yeah.
everything they need outside of the boat.
Yeah. So two things. Two things. You talked about earlier that you I forgot to say this, but it came back. Earlier you had a lot of things you like everything you feel is important. So something that
Hey,
we got
Coco.
we
Oh, he
got
was up there. Sorry.
our marriage counselor to do your Cheshire drawers, or however you say that thing, the dresser drawer. Sorry. So you gotta do your top drawer, middle drawer, bottom drawer. So prioritize those things that you feel like everything is important. Like which one is really gonna make a break. You understand? Whatever's happening, right? Could I get to this later? Can this wait a little bit? So we actually started doing that, which has actually put us in a really good space. Um, and so like one of mine was just being heard. And so Stephen, on the other hand, was like, which I do because of a response from him. So when I go to say something, he'll cut me off. And then I can't ever really talk because every time I say something, he'll cut me off. And then I was like, I do that to my friends because I can never talk to you because I'm so eager to say something.
It's okay.
And he'll say something, and I'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? And I was like, you got to stop. You know,
Right,
like
right.
your point is important, but so is mine. Just let me finish. Right.
Mm.
So, so that the prioritize, so communication was one of our top door things. So we got that done, but then and sometimes, you know, naturally you can do it with your tasks, but then the other thing was when you talk about the boat being like handling your own challenges. Do you guys say, hey, I'm going through these things, I just need support? And I ask that only because when we as women present it to men, I from what I understand about the men, psychological is that, or their mental is that they're wired to fix. So do you say to Solomon, hey babe, I'm going through these things, I just need your support, I don't need you to try and fix it, I got it?
No, I don't say that.
I mean,
Uh,
something in though in
so by the time I get to the point that I'm going to verbalize it with him, that I'm welcoming him into that space, one, he already knows something's going on. Two, he's always giving me something.
mm-hmm,
Whether it's affection, he's always ready to give me what I
mm-hmm,
need, and I'll receive it, whether
mm-hmm,
it be whatever form he gives
mm-hmm.
it to me in. But I think we've learned that you just step back without saying it. Does that make sense? Because you'll get
Right,
to a
so
space.
you guys are big on, you're reading each other's energy, I think.
Yeah, we know. We
Yeah,
literally know. Like he'll
I don't
give
think
me
we're there
feedback.
yet.
Yeah, and we know he'll just let me ride it out. I'll just let him ride it out.
Hmm.
And then we just come back together and it's done.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's
the
not with
same.
everything. Some things we ride it out together, but
Yeah,
the things that we have to ride out together, yeah, they're big.
they're big, or is it challenging to write it out together because you guys have different perspectives on what you think should
No,
happen?
so the togetherness is the easy part for
Okay.
us. The togetherness. But when we get to a season where we have to be in that boat together to ride that season out or that thing out
Mm-hmm.
together, it's usually real
Yeah.
heavy, real
Yeah.
heavy. Yeah, and I
Gotcha.
feel like that's why Solomon and I are so, productive
Uh-huh.
like, productive is probably a bad word, it sound like a business, but so accomplished with the things that we do because we pretty much stay in our lane as
Yeah.
individuals, like, I do well with certain things, he does well with certain things,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then we come back to the platform and boom, everything's done, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that I mean that sounds good. I think and I just openly admit, like, you know, yet. I think like whenever I'm like, especially in this space that we're in right now, we have a lot of moving parts. And when I say like, if I had to like throw an analogy, every man on the chessboard right now is moving at the same time, and that's not even a thing. But that's what our life is like right now.
Mhm.
So in some instances where I feel like, you know, I got this, and Steven will know that I'm just kind of like under stress. He'll know, but I know that I have it. But he's like, "You need me to take anything off your plate?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." And he's like, "Are you sure?" Like, and then I kind of lose it because I'm like, "Bro, just let me do my
Me.
thing." But
Yeah,
I think for him, it's just like I just want to protect your peace because of this space that I'm in, and he's enjoying, he's loving who I'm involved in. Too, he doesn't want that raw, the lioness, to come back,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's why I just think like, you know, and I know like I think I know his intent. It could just, maybe I could just do a better job at just saying, hey, no, I really have it. I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
say, girl, what did you tell me on the first time we were together?
Oh,
Let
let
him.
yeah. Well, it's
The
not.
first
So
time.
this isn't. So, you know, full transparency here. Stephen can be very pessimistic about a lot of things, and so I am optimistic, I think, almost too happy-go-lucky in certain spaces. And so him being a pessimist isn't I don't know. It's not like together we're realists. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so he could be such a pessimist. I'm like, I can't deal with this. This is too
Yeah.
negative. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like that's where I'm just like I gotta kind of push him to the side
Yeah.
because like when I'm being in my optimist realist space, I've already turned it over and I already got my answer. I
Yeah.
just need it to unfold. And then he's like, well, let me do it this way. And I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? So he's kind of trying to take over.
Yeah.
And like for instance,
Hey,
like so
Cheryl.
hey Coquila.
Yeah,
Um
baby.
so like with the house that we are we're moving into, he was just and the day that we went and saw the house twice. So in one day we saw 8 houses.
Ooh.
And I know, so such a lot. And we was like, oh, let's go back to this house. And we went to the house, and I was like, I think this is it. So we talked to the realtor, did some numbers, da da da. Da. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and put an offer. And so Steven was already like, well, and I was like, that night, I probably woke up like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and was like, I turned it over. This
Yeah.
is it. If this is meant for us,
It's gonna
this
be.
this offer's gonna go through. They're gonna accept it. They're not gonna give us a hard time about this. And the realtor came back the very next day and was like, "Are we sure we want to do this?" I was like, "I'm sure." And Steven was like, and I was like, and I'm just like, oh, I was like, I
Yeah.
can't do it right now. I'm like, no, get away. And so but I knew everything was gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but then like he's like, "Are you sure?" And don't do this and don't do that. And I'm just like, get away from me, just
Yeah.
because you're gonna put me in a space of doubt.
Yeah.
And all we need is that one little bit, and it's no longer he's no longer in control. The Most High is no longer in control, and I did not want that. So that's
Yeah.
like that was just one of those things I just had to go against him.
Yeah. I am so proud of you for doing that. I don't feel like, but see, that's the thing with men and us. And I feel
Uh,
like sometimes that's when me and Solomon clash because I'm like that, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Everything's perfect, everything's gonna be okay. And he's the realist, like, Donza, you looking at these numbers? You want to spend how much? The bank account said, he's the realist. And I'm
mm-hmm.
just like, oh no, what we need will come to us. I'm not stressed about that.
Yeah,
Right. So I
yeah,
totally understand where you're coming from. So in situations like that, and Solomon and I have had multiple situations like that to where he's more realistic, and I'm like, "Oh, no, it's gonna work. It's all gonna
mm-hmm.
work out." I don't have
Yeah,
a job, he's looking for a job, and I'm looking at a $600,000 house, and he's like, "What do you mean?" So, in those situations, Tila, like, literally, I'm silent because what I usually do, like, we still execute, but I've learned Solomon is doing his role as a man, like you said,
mm-hmm.
to protect and provide, and they
Yeah,
don't see how all this is gonna work.
yeah,
So like you said, that natural instinct comes out, and sometimes it comes out as being pessimistic,
mm-hmm.
negative,
Yeah,
and they don't not speaking for your husband, but I know
yeah.
Solomon don't mean it that way, but that's how it
Mm-hmm.
comes out to us, and it feels like an attack. Like,
And this is what he
no,
says all the time,
it
and I'm
feels like
just
an
like
attack to
because
us because 'cause
because
we're
I'm the
working hard to get
butterflies.
us there, with our faith,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. And then
When you
like for
get
me, because
there,
I have all the butterflies going, and it's like the rainbow and the pot of gold and the sprinkles going. I'm hopping up. I'm just jumping from one cloud to the next,
I
and then
love
here
your
he goes with the
analogy.
arrow, and it's thunder. This thunderstorming. Like, no, put the cloud back together.
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels.
And he's like, no, I just want you to understand that this is what it could be. And I was like, okay, I hear you, but just I'm in the zone.
Yep,
That's
yep,
it. Do
yep,
your
and
thing, just leave me be.
yep. And the best thing you can do is stay in your zone,
Mhm,
just keep him encouraged with good affirmations, good
mhm.
things,
Yeah,
all is in order, everything's okay. Like, because like we said before, men have a lot of pressure on them in this
yeah, they
culture
do.
that we live in. They have a lot of pressure on them, and it's hard for them to just kind of release it and live in that realm of
Yeah,
faith and being okay and knowing that everything is going to be completely
yeah,
fine,
yeah.
everything. So, yeah.
It's so interesting what we're talking about our husbands, and then this song with Tamia. You know, she's been married to Grant Hill
Uh,
forever. The
yeah.
song is called "Still." It's such a beautiful song.
Mm, I'm just so freaking happy for y'all. I'm
Thank
very
you.
happy. Your glow is different tonight. I could tell
Oh
you're happy, you're at peace,
yes,
with your journey. And what you're going through is like an emotional roller coaster. That's what I tell my clients. It
yeah,
is an emotional roller coaster.
yeah. I
Um,
tried
doing
it
what
though.
you're
It's
doing.
I'm happy. Like it's like I just tell myself it's all worth it. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot
Mhm.
of, but I still get sleep at night. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, all right, well, we got this number of hours to perform, and if we
Yeah.
don't get it done today, we'll get it done tomorrow.
Yep.
So, you
Yep.
know, yeah, it's I don't know.
Well, we gotta get up on here before hopefully I don't know when y'all close, but hopefully we'll get up here, before close. Is
Oh,
it
the
within the
8th
next
of
month?
May, girl.
Oh,
The 8th of May and the 15th of
we
May.
won't be back up here before the end. Congratulations in
Yeah, I
advance.
won't be able to. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and put these congrats out right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I won't
Oh
be
my
able to.
gosh.
It's gonna be so just I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna be
not
okay.
gonna be, you
I,
are okay,
yes,
and
yes.
you will remain okay. Yes,
I know
yes.
that's right.
Let's go. Let's
Period poo.
period. So this is one thing that I've been doing in 2026 because and it's really, really helped me so much. Like when my mind starts to wander and I'm feeling like scattered and my brain is here, I need to do this, I need to do that. I've learned to just slow down and reflect on the good things.
Mhm.
And I had a moment of doing that this past week, excuse me, y'all. And I was just in awe of, like you were saying before, Tila, the things over a certain time span that Solomon and I have gone through and conquered and done together, things that I've done alone and accomplished, just in awe of all of the things that has been done just by my faith. But, like,
Mhm.
by not giving up, it's like, "Holy crap," like you said, "If I did that, I can do this. This is nothing what I'm going through right now," you
Yeah.
know? So, reflection, y'all. I just wanna say reflection, taking time to reflect, just be
Yeah.
quiet and reflect on all of the things that you've conquered, where you're at now, what you've been through, like, that reflection is everything. It
When
feeds
I tell
the soul.
you, just all I'm gonna say is preach.
Preach. Oh my
That's all I
god.
can say.
Man, it is everything. So I wanna talk about something that the Titus family is doing right now. Um, so y'all know how we move and groove. So now it's my turn. I'm in the seat. Solomon is gone on a 12-week assignment in Atlanta, and I'm here with the kids in New York.
Solomon always be gone.
No, I can't look. I can't even hate though, because when I did my assignment, mine extended out to 6 months, and he was alone with them
Oh
kids in that
wow.
RV. He
Is
was
this when
alone.
you did from Florida to New York?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
he was with the kids in the RV. He did. I think they were doing 6 months, and I was up here in New York. So now I'm with the kids here in New York, and Solomon is in Georgia. And I just want to say, babe, I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, girl, because that balance is key, ain't it? When you got them extra set of hands and that other brain.
Oh god. It's like I am missing him so much, y'all. Like he did so and still does so much. And I'm just
Mhm.
like, you don't realize everything that
Mhm.
you and your spouse are doing together until one of them goes off for a little while. You're like,
Yeah.
holy crap, I gotta do this too. I gotta do this too. Come on,
Yeah.
kids. So, but yeah,
I got a
Sincere's been doing
question.
amazing. You got a question?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
So does that mean we're possibly moving to Georgia if things go well?
Girl, I ain't going to no Georgia. He can take that RV down there and find a nice RV park. I'm not going to Georgia right now.
Okay. So you're still like in upstate.
I didn't say I'm liking it. I like the
Uh,
bag.
okay. With
But
it.
the bag is nice. But I don't see us going to I don't you know what, Taylor? I didn't see us moving here. Now
You
look at it.
didn't.
So
Yeah,
Imma just
y'all
shut
done went
up.
from an apartment to a house, right?
Yeah. Imma just shut up.
Yeah.
We'll just see. Well, I'm just shut up. I'm gonna
Because
see
he
where the
gonna show
Most
you.
High take us. The facility that he's at now, he really likes it. He likes the
Yeah.
facility there. Of course, he's enjoying the warmth, the southern weather. I miss it, the
Yeah.
sunshine and the warmth. We don't get that here. Even down to sunshine, y'all. Like it doesn't even. It's not much sun here. Period. It's really not cool for
Yeah.
humans.
Most people are pale.
I'm like, where is the sun? No wonder y'all people not acting right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vitamin D real low.
Yeah, and it really starts to affect you, like your
Mhm.
mental, everything, if you're not getting vitamin D. I'm like, "Dang." But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. Solomon's traveling, and I'm figuring
I
out
mean,
the life, but the kids are doing good. I'm proud of them. They've been stepping in, doing all the things. I'm like, "Solomon, your kids good." Oh, Taylor, we got to tell them about what we both did. So, the
what we do?
breeding, the dogs. Remember we bred our puppies,
Oh,
our
girl, I
dogs.
want to say what we done did.
Y'all, we both this was crazy. Mine was planned. I bred my dog because my daughter wanted to be a vet. Now she done changed her mind because everything we had to do. When Mason wanted to be a vet, I was pissed because every time we took her somewhere, they kept telling us she's too young. She can't volunteer. She can't do that. So what did I do? I created an experience for my child because I was tired of people telling us no. So we bred our dog, did the whole welcome thing, did the whole thing here in the house, and we finally got all our pups sold. Praise God. Y'all, that was a beautiful experience, but I'm not gonna do that again. Mm-mm. We have one
Oh, yeah.
puppy that we kept. We kept one, but
Yeah, I get one too, also.
yeah, we kept one.
Okay.
So what about you? Tell them about your experience.
How many y'all have?
We had 7 puppies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So we have a different perspective, but same outcome. Um, ours were not planned. All I know is we were gone, and then the dog sitter. Um, so I ended up catching the dog stuck, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what has happened?" You know, and y'all know I'm a little bit more animated than Dozzy in this space, but I'm just grossed out. Just gross all the way out from the male perspective to the girl perspective. You know, she done beat him up and then he's stuck and then it's just on the floor and I'm just like, what is going on? So then I go talk to one of our neighbors because they dog sit and he goes, "Oh yeah," the son goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you they got stuck twice."
2 ties?
Now I had they got stuck two times before I caught them stuck. Okay. So
Wow.
we time is just going. She's getting lazy. Her appetite's changing, and we take her to get shots. They say, "Could she be pregnant?" And we go. I'm like, oh. They goes, "Well, she could be. The shots are gonna cause her to abort." And I'm like, "Okay, don't want that." So the very next day, she went from flat to just swole, and I'm
Wow.
just like, "Oh my god." Okay, I done bought her little sweaters with a belly hanging out and just all the things. And it was just super cute.
Yeah.
But we take her to get her x-ray. 6 freaking puppies. The girl only 7.5 pounds.
I know she's little. When you showed me all those puppies, I was like, "How did she have all those puppies?"
Girl, they was like 0.26 to point 0.4 of a pound when they were born. I mean, considering they were like little mice, considering the palm of your hand. Yes.
Wow. Look at your
Yeah, we had,
face.
girl, yes, we had 3 boys, 3 girls. We ended up keeping one, and of course, we had to keep the most rebellious one of them all. This chick don't know. No, she don't know. Don't pee on my floor. Like she runs over her daddy. Her daddy don't want nothing to do with her. She's bigger than her daddy. Like he only 4.5 pounds. Like, and then I'm like, we got Ziggy and Latte. And then Kate, I'm like, Kaden's like, well, let's name her Biscuit. One of these things don't sound like the other. Biscuit. So
I
now we got
am
Latte and
yo. Oh god. When you showed me that picture, I was like, You gotta be kidding me. It's for one thing for our nail color to be the same or the
Yes.
hair color to be the same, but for
Yes.
us
Yeah.
to both have our dogs pregnant at the same time blew
Yes.
my I said, "Something, you're not gonna believe this." He was like, "Oh my god, no.
How
Where
are we
they
living
at?"
like the same life?
It's crazy. It's
Like
crazy.
we're soul
Yeah.
sisters.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it just blows my mind every time, like,
Now
just
you don't
stuff.
want to do it anymore.
No.
We want to do it. We want to be
Uh,
breeders.
yeah, go ahead.
She did such an amazing job. Now I do have a newfound respect for her, but she can no longer lick me anywhere. Don't
Yeah,
lick my hand. Don't lick
yeah,
my toes. Don't lick nothing.
yeah.
Cause you know, and they
Mm.
had already, yeah, they told us. I was just like, oh my gosh, she did everything, and
Yeah,
I was just like,
it is
Lord,
really Sincere, he came out when Eden was pushing, I don't know which one it was. I thought that boy was gonna pass out. He's like, "Wah!" Like he was not I thought my son was gonna pass out. He was not ready. He was
mm-mm.
not ready. But I will say though, like the whelping experience was just
Yeah,
beautiful for the family. Like to see the family come together. We were all
yeah,
there with Eden when she was delivering. We learned
yes,
so much.
yes.
It was beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that was it
We.
really
How
it
long did
was
it take her to deliver all?
so she had it took her 24, so the next day is when she had her last one. We were getting scared. We didn't know if we had to do a C-section or not. But one of our good resources, she's like, "Nope, the puppy's gonna come. Let it come naturally. Because if you do C-section," she's like, "If you take them to the vet ED, they're gonna do a C-section." She's like,
Yeah,
"So just give it time." And the pup
and
came.
you can help too. You can help pull it out.
Yeah, Solomon pulled out the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did. Solomon was all up in there, honey. Solomon,
that was
yeah,
Steven. Girl, that was
yeah.
Steven. So let me tell you, we knew she was coming, and she started what they call it in our room. So that she
Oh,
made like started nesting in our room.
nesting.
Yes. And so I was like, I got this shag rug, like the fur, a white one.
Mhm.
And
Jesus.
I look at her, I said, Latte, do not have them babies on my rug.
And she
I
did.
don't care what you have them in, do not have them on my rug. You can have them on the bed. I could watch this stuff. That rug I ain't gonna be able to watch. So we had this little bed that she would just love to lay in. And sure enough, we just never knew when they was coming. Like she'll come downstairs or go outside. She would take her time. Like,
Yeah.
girl, she literally going one step at a time. Normally she like zoom down them
Yeah.
stairs and zoom up them stairs. And she take her time and rest on the steps to where we was having to pick her up and take her downstairs, pick her up and take her back
Oh,
upstairs because that's where she wanted to be. And she she gave birth that I was sleeping on the couch because whatever night she'd get the licking and sounding crazy, and I like once I hear a noise, I'm up. You
yeah.
understand? So I'm gonna sleep on the couch this night. Girl, about 1:24 in the morning, I heard do 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 do, and he come down the stairs. I was like, "Are you okay?" He was like, "She's having the babies. She's having the baby." Girl, you would have thought I was in labor.
Oh.
No, ma'am. Latte. Look, she
Oh
sound
my
like she.
god.
But girl, yeah, they up here now. Like they call them Velcro dogs. But girl, yeah, you would have thought I was having a baby. So we go up there. The baby just whining, and she cleaned the baby all
Yep,
up.
yep, they
Then
do
he
it
come
all.
another. She was in labor for 7 hours.
Oh, wow. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yeah,
but she did it.
and
So
yeah, we was proud of Eden because Eden's so much
yeah,
older, and we didn't know how she was gonna handle all of it,
yeah,
but the first one came, we was upstairs asleep, and Solomon was the one who woke me up. Solomon was
yeah,
like, "Donzie, Donzie," and I was like, "Oh," so I'm running to get all the kids, get up, kids,
yeah. Me
baby's coming." Yeah, "Baby's coming," so they're all up except for Abby.
Oh,
Abby
Abby
ain't
said, "Leave
get
me
up.
alone."
Abby got up all late, and we got down there. She'd already delivered one. Jordan was the first one. She'd already
Uh-huh.
delivered, cleaned it up, and it was just laying there crying. I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, get the puppies!" But then they just started coming after that, and those
Hmm.
contractions are no joke. Like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
god, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is happening." But yeah, it was awesome. And guess what? The puppy we kept. Your puppy's name is Latte. Our puppy's name is Lila.
Oh.
The
So
L.
Latte is the mom. She's the mom, but the one we kept was freaking Biscuit.
Oh, biscuit. Okay, okay, okay. You kept biscuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, we should have named her Crumpets. We could have made it. It could have been a little bit more, I don't know.
We
It was
kept
like
Lila. Oh
it,
my gosh.
yeah.
We ended up keeping her because she's so smart, but
Uh-huh.
she's so moody. Like, but
Well,
she's very intelligent.
poodles are ridiculously smart. And both of our puppies are part poodle. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they're so easy to train. Like I have a great relationship with all the families who purchase
Yeah,
or
totally.
adopted, and just at like 10 weeks these dogs are already fetching. Even though we started
Yep,
that, they were pad trained at
yep,
like
yep,
5 weeks.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like they are
Quick.
so smart. Yes,
Yeah.
so smart. Yeah,
And
so if I ever go ahead.
sorry. It blew me and Solomon's mind because once we put the divider up in the whelping box, they already
Yeah,
knew what side was pee and poop on the pad and what side they slept on. They did not do it on both sides. Like as soon as they started,
yeah, that was
I mean,
us too.
they knew.
That
I
was
was
us.
like, wow, this is easy. Yeah, it was
It
easy.
was super easy. Like we literally like once they started getting to a point where they would start sliding around or
Hmm.
whatever. And I think one went on the blanket. So I was like, well, I'm gonna move you over here to the pad. And then I made sure I always wear gloves because I didn't want my scent to get on them.
Yeah,
But I was like, well, when one way, so I'm just moving them all to the pad. So I just started doing it, and they literally knew to go to that pad. And I was like, this is so
those.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Yeah,
smart. Me and
very
Solomon was
smart.
like, holy crap, yeah. They're
Yeah.
very smart. So I was like, we gotta tell the people about that. We both ended
Yeah,
up
we
having
did.
puppies at the same time. I was like,
Yeah, that was
this is
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, and then like you said, we kept one, y'all kept one. But we want to do it, just like, just I don't know, something to do. I don't want to say it's for fun because I don't want to get stuck. Like our breeder has 10 dogs. Definitely don't want 10
No,
dogs.
no, 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 no. That's too much.
Yeah.
But I could see myself doing that like at retirement, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Because I enjoyed the whelping phase and I enjoyed the baby phase. Like when they
Yeah.
needed you, you make sure they're latched on. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that. That was fun. Like that nurturing
Yeah.
phase.
Girl,
I enjoyed that.
we took some. We would take the two runts because it was like each every two was a set of twins. So we had two, a boy and a girl that had black spots, and then we had two, a boy and a girl that were white with the brown ears, and then we got two that looked like just toy poodles. They
Oh
had all the
wow.
curly hair, and so I don't know how that worked out, but it just worked out. But we would take the two small ones that looked like poodles, and we would take the mama. I would sit her in my lap, and then we would just attach them to her so they could kind of grow. But it was
Oh.
the coolest thing, just
Mhm.
watching them, just latch on and nurse,
Oh,
and yeah, so cool.
it was a great experience because 'cause I've never
Yeah,
been around anything like that. I've never
yeah,
witnessed nothing like that. The whole
yeah.
whelping
I
and
mean, literally from conceive to
your process is way more dramatic. Like ours was planned. We got videos of our ties, okay? And I showed the kids the videos because we dropped eating off. But yours was different.
girl,
Yours was
girl.
totally different.
It was
Oh.
literally like I just remember like I let him out, and then something like I just hear um her just she's turned around like
Oh
he's
my
still on her
god.
bed, toenails barely holding on because she's bigger than he is. You
Yeah.
understand? And she just turns around and she's like, and I'm like, why is he just taking it? And then I go open the door and she literally drags him in the house, and it goes, and I was like, oh my god. Caden comes downstairs and he's like, Mom, what's wrong? And I was like, no, 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 go back. Go
You need to see
I don't want you to see this. I don't want you to see this. Girl, gross. Blech.
and you still want to do it again?
I ain't gotta watch it next time. They can go into their own little room, own little
Yeah.
house, or whatever. Like,
That's a bit much. We didn't see that part.
yeah,
We
girl.
didn't see that part.
And I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
Lord, I'm like, Lord, I hope this ain't it. But I had did so good with keeping him wrapped up, so I just put the diaper on him or whatever
Mhm,
because there's no point for her. It's him. He's the
mhm,
problem. And man, it didn't work. I need like I'm like, and like when we let one outside,
mhm.
um, they wouldn't go use the bathroom until the other one came outside. It was they were
Really?
just the one of them would just stand at the door and whine and cry.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So like now after she had her puppies, he couldn't come around. He can't. He tried twice and she attacked them both times.
Really?
Yeah, he don't have nothing to do with them puppies. He just like, girl, we try to get them a family portrait. My man's was like, she was there with her puppies, and then he was just off to the side. I
That
was
is
like,
hilarious.
poor Ziggy. And then like he didn't even give her time. Like when she got back to like, her normal little
Yeah.
size and stuff, like, I took her for a little mommy makeover and stuff or whatever. Love my puppies. Like I took her, she got her hair blown out and stuff,
Mhm.
got her polished and everything. And she just had time away from them, right? Now, man, she came in with her little pom pom tail, and he looked, man, he was already climbing on her back. I'm like, bro, I'm standing right here.
No respect. He don't care.
Man,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
I love my puppy though. Like I never thought I would be this attached to dogs.
Yeah, same. I used to be
Yeah,
terrified of dogs, and now I'm a dog
girl.
mom. I
Okay, and
cried
look at
when they
that.
left, when the majority of them left. Like, I had tears that came down because we were attached to them.
Yeah, you do get attached to them.
They're
That's
your
why we didn't
babies.
name ours. When y'all named them, I was just,
Mm.
oh, I was like, I can't do it because then
Yeah,
they're
we
gonna be
named them. Yeah,
real
we named
bond.
every last one of them, and they ended
Yeah.
up being with us for a while, you know? So,
Yeah.
it took
Oh, you
us.
guys had some of them for a little bit.
Yeah, so they were here, like, in the house,
Hmm.
living with us, like, it was no joke,
Man, how you
so
guys are managing that? Y'all went from one puppy to like three horses.
I was like, "What have we done?" That's our life,
Mhm.
like, we just go with the flow,
Yeah.
but, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
done.
it's a it's an adjustment though.
Yeah, a huge
But I
adjustment.
you and going back to like that whole when they were going through the whelping phase, Stephen goes like he was like, do we he was like who's gonna stay up, we're gonna take shifts and stay up and watch them. I was like, no, we're not. The
Not.
vet I was like, the vet said that we literally could wake up and she would be had all the babies. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. We had that camera on, honey, and if we heard any whining or yelping, then we would pop up, but Eden would do her job. She'll get in there and let them nurse. Now,
Yeah,
she didn't stay in there long. Eden wasn't about all
yeah,
that. All of them on there one, she didn't stay long, but
yeah. I
yeah.
was like, because our one of our sofas, well, our sofa is like the big one, is almost like a dang, like a little bit bigger than a twin size bed. Look, you better get on back
A
on the
little
back
bit.
side.
Right.
She can have a room.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
Right.
crazy how we're vibing so long on puppies, how we had puppies and
No, we for real.
the experience, because it was really amazing.
For
It really
real.
was.
Yeah.
It really was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything else you wanna talk about, before we hop off? Because 'Cause we're already at 52 minutes. Anything else you wanna talk about really quick before we hop off, with the people?
Um, I don't know. What do you have?
What do I have? Um, ooh, what do I have? What do I have? Um, I think the best thing I
Oh,
could tell people is don't focus too much on, and it's gonna sound stupid, on the how of things. I think we get really caught up in the details of the process. You know, you have this vision that you have for your life, or you have this thing you want to do, and you get so caught up in the details and the how. My thing is, once you embrace that vision, once you embrace whatever that is you have for your life, embrace it and just trust the process. The how is going to come, the resources will come, and just be patient. Patience is your best friend. Patience is your best friend. Learn to be patient
yes.
with life.
Yes.
Because I learned it doesn't matter how impatient you are, life
Mm-hmm.
will remain patient. Life ain't gonna rush. That's one thing. The journey is not gonna rush itself just because you're impatient. So you just need to learn to be patient with the journey and don't worry about the how. How is this gonna happen? Don't worry about that. Just embrace it and just take one day at a time and just keep moving forward toward that vision or that goal that you have for your life.
Agreed. Take it in stride.
Yep.
Um, my tidbit is kind of not a tidbit, but just kind of keep a lookout for us. We've made some connections back home. And so we're hoping to be live and in there like swimwear for the Juneteenth festival and the parade that's happening in New Bern. So if everything works, you guys will see me live in person.
Yes. Represent the KRE because I what
Yeah.
date is it? Because I know I won't be able to make it.
I think it's gonna actually be.
Is it
I
in
think the
July?
Yeah, there's a flyer that's coming out. No,
Okay.
Juneteenth is in June.
Oh, in June.
Duh,
Okay.
right? Yeah. Hold on, let me see. My uncle sent it out. He sent me the information. He's text me like every day.
Oh
Inspirational
yeah. So while
text.
you're finding it, let's tell the people about our goal for this year. So the goal this year was what outreach, Tila. We
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to
hey, we gotta go.
yeah, we forgot. Yeah, we forgot about that. So we've been working to connect, right?
It's the 20th. It's on a Saturday, so Juneteenth is on a Friday. So the parade and festival is on that Saturday. It is free for anybody that wants to participate in the parade. Um, but yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be out there.
So this year we're being, how can I put it? We're being intentional about making connections in our hometown with the people in our hometown. And what was it? We've been making connections with a few other, what's the right word for the right name for these people that we've been connecting with?
Um, I want to give them kind of like a royal label, but
I know
um,
we've been doing a lot of outreaching. How about that? With different
we have,
resources.
but we have
Yeah.
some wonderful constituents. At the word I'm looking for. That ain't it. We got a lot of people from our community.
Hmm.
Whether it been the impoverished, the low income communities of New Bern, people that have just paved the way for us. They paved the way for change and difference. We have a lot of what is the word, Donzi?
Oh
Like
no, I'm
while we're
lost for
both
words too.
yes, we both are just at a loss for the monarchs or
Yeah,
um
yeah. So honestly, I want to say, Tila, there are people like me and you know, who've come out of New Bern, done great things, and people really don't know about it, or people really don't know what they've done.
well that's
So the
true.
monarch, yeah. So
But not
we
some of them are still there. A lot of them are still there or they go back quite often. But we are we're trying to get in that space with them. My Uncle Pug is on the board. Gosh, it was so many people he was telling me and I couldn't catch all the names, but
yeah,
there's just some great people. Tammy
it's a lot of
Dean.
A lot
I'm
of great
pretty sure
people. And shout
was
out to Torrance though, because he connected us with a
um,
lot of good people.
Torrance
Thank you,
Williams.
Torrance.
Yeah.
So y'all just be on the lookout for that because we want to elevate the platform so that it can be an outreach aspect for the people in New Bern, near and far. Even though you don't still live there anymore, we're all still connected. So we're
Oh yeah.
working to bring in some people from the
Yeah,
burn
for sure. And I
that
think
are doing great things.
I've always had a goal of doing. You remember the SOS program?
Mhm. I remember
Bringing
SOS.
that back live and in effect, but just in a magnified space.
That sounds good.
And I think like the community there is just it's not a lot of great things for the kids to do. But there's people like Kevin Reddick. Kevin went off to he was right from Trent Court where we lived. He went to the NFL. He's out now. Kevin was just named the athletic director of Roseville
What?
High School, is the suburbs of Wake Forest, right?
What?
Yeah, Kevin's younger than we are to have such a prominent title in a very prominent area of
Oh,
North
yeah.
Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
he's doing very well. But like, people like Kevin, like people, was it the guy's last name is Scott. But he went off to play, basketball and stuff like that. Now I think he refers to himself as the eighth wonder of the world. I can't remember his first name. I think it starts with a T. But then there's Jeremy McDaniel, who went off to play um, football for the Buffalo Bills and stuff like that. George Coons, he played football for the Green Bay Packers. There's a lot of Devon Drew, Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot
Yep.
of people.
Yep.
Newburgh has put out a lot of good people. And
Yep.
we're just in a space of just wanting to give back.
Yep.
Because like Torrance said, everybody can't run. We
Right.
can't leave. If we leave, then where's the history? What do we
Exactly.
keep how the roots going? You
Right.
know? So
Exactly. So
yeah.
y'all hit us up. You hear your name. Did Tila just call your name? Okay. Hit us up. Come vibe with
And
us on the
God is
platform.
his name. He called himself the
Okay.
eighth wonder of the world.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit us up. Come vibe with us on
And
the
very
platform.
much.
Yes,
Very
yes, yes.
much.
So we are gonna wrap this mug up. This was good. Y'all stay tuned. We'll post the next date. I don't even know when it's gonna be, but we will post the next date.
Yes. Yes, we will. I'm so glad we were able to do this, guys, because I'm gonna tell you, coming into this, I was just like, oh my gosh, do I even have an hour to spare? You know what I
Same,
mean?
same.
Like,
We were
like
like,
if you
"What's the topic?" We were like, "We made it. That's the topic. We made
yeah,
it."
that's it. I'm still standing. That's it. We're still here.
We are
But
still
we
here.
appreciate you guys. We appreciate all the love, the support, just keeping us near and dear. But if that's it, I mean, until next time, we love y'all.
We love y'all. Peace.